He just did one of the fastest solves in cubing history, but it didn't count. This is Ray Bai. He's more so known for being a great all-rounder and especially good at Megaminx, where he's ranked 22nd in the world for single, but it's safe to say that no one expected him to do what he just did. You really just have to watch it and see for yourself, because when I first saw this, I literally thought it was fake.
What?
354. You can just see the shock on his face when he puts the cube down. I mean, that's the 4th fastest 3x3 solve ever. Even the judge from the other table totally disregarded this guy's solve to come see what happened. And I don't blame him, I probably would as well, considering the reaction and the time that he just got. His solve was just so improbable, beating Ray's former PR of 5.41 by almost 2 seconds. And when you're already sub 6, 2 seconds of improvement is just unthinkable. You only get at most around 15 3x3 solves in the average competition, and on this solve, Ray happened to get a last layer skip. And for anybody wondering, the chances of that happening are around 1 in 15,000. So I'm sure you want to know what he did and what made the solve a 354, so I'm going to go ahead and break it down. The scramble will be on screen and in the description. Alright, so Ray opted to go for a yellow cross here, and we can see our cross views are here, here, and here. And what he's going to do is he's going to start by inserting these two pieces relative to each other, and this actually sets up this orange right here, and then you can just put this green into here. And then another thing he of course notices is this giant block right here. You can use this to go down right there and to begin your xcross. And then the edge is going to be back here, which you can just put into the back. So what he's going to do is he does an R prime, F2, again sets up this. If you do that, and now you can just do a B2, and then a D prime, R prime will solve the X cross into the back left, which is really good for look ahead. But what Ray does next is he kind of looks around the cube, he's looking around the top to find his next pair. He might have seen these, but he doesn't really want to do these because that would, first of all, solve into the front right, which isn't great. And second of all, that would also be diagonal slots, which just isn't very good for look ahead or execution. So what he instead chooses to do is he does these two first. So he pairs them up and then puts them into the front left. Of course, now it's great for look ahead because all you have is the front right, and you can basically just do this all 2 gen from here on out. So of course, whenever he's inserting this pair, he probably sees these two and he sees how they're getting broken up. And then you can just go right into them. And then from here you can see that these two are actually going to get paired up as well whenever you solve this one in the front right. So he immediately takes notice of that, and you can see from this angle, it's a pretty easy winter variation case, where instead of just inserting into the back like normal, you can just do R prime, U2, R, and that actually ends up solving PLO as well, giving him a last layer skip. Puts the cube down, 354. Just insane luck, but also a pretty good execution of this as well. That was also pretty impressive. The X cross into 2 pairs on the left, and then he just finishes off 2 gen. So really nice solve, a lot of luck here, and just a great time. But why didn't it count? Well, there was just one problem. The cube Ray got wasn't scrambled correctly. It was in a completely different position from how the original scramble was supposed to look. And the craziest part? Well, it was only off by 1 move. This same misscramble situation has been seen in countless different examples over the years, from Max Park's sub 5 OH single to Rui Hung's 386 3x3 single, both being cancelled out because of these misscrambles. And it's a very unfortunate thing to happen. It really can't be fixed easily either. The scramblers can make sure every single cube is scrambled the exact way that it needs to be, but there's always bound to be that one case that something goes wrong and a move that shouldn't have been made was made, and yeah, the cube was just completely scrambled in the incorrect way. But Ray did say that he's not too upset about the whole thing, and that's good, but I can't really imagine going from the high of celebrating like that to the low of your time not even being counted at all. I mean, I just wish him the best. That's probably one of the hardest things to go through in cubing, where you get such a good time and then it's just totally removed. I mean, that's just terrible, but this was probably the most interesting case of this happening, because this was such a fast 3x3 solve, and the sheer luck during this solve was just insane. And just to think that this could even be official was crazy. So yeah, you can like the video if you want. It's just a suggestion. Don't yell at me. Just a suggestion. And also, watch the video up here, and you can subscribe up here. So yeah, see ya.